Imagine a world with no color. A world where everything you see is just shades of black, white and grey. No vibrant hues to catch your eye, no colourful scenes to brighten your day. Everything is black, white or grey. The landscapes, the streets, even the interiors of our homes would be devoid of any colour. It would be a dull and lifeless existence. That's what it would be like without light. No red fire trucks rushing to save the day, no yellow bananas to enjoy at breakfast, and no green grass to play on in the park. Light is essential for colour. Luckily, we have light. Light is like magic, transforming our world into a vibrant place. It brings colour to our world. It paints the flowers in the fields, the sunsets in the sky, and the rainbows after a storm. Without light, these beautiful scenes would be lost. But where does light come from? How does it reach us and fill our world with colour? Scientists study light to understand its properties and how it affects our daily lives. The biggest source of light is the sun. It rises every morning, bringing light and warmth to our planet. The sun is a massive ball of burning gas, constantly emitting light and energy. It's a giant ball of burning gas that sends light to Earth. This light travels through space and reaches us, making life possible and filling our days with brightness. We also have light from light bulbs, flashlights, and even fireflies. These sources of light help us see in the dark and add a touch of magic to our nights. Light is important because it lets us see all the amazing colours around us. From the changing leaves in autumn to the vibrant coral reefs underwater, and the neon lights that illuminate our cities at night. Light makes our world a beautiful place.
Did you know that light travels, and it travels super fast in straight lines? Think of it like this. When you shine a flashlight, the light doesn't go around corners, does it? It goes straight ahead. Here's a fun fact. Light is actually made up of all the colors of the rainbow mixed together. We can't see them all at once, but they're there. We see different colors because objects absorb some colors of light and reflect others. The color we see is the color that is reflected back to our eyes.
Have you ever seen a rainbow after it rains? Rainbows are created when sunlight is split into its different colors. You can do a similar experiment at home. You'll need a sunny day, a glass of water, and a white piece of paper. First, place the glass of water on a sunny windowsill. Then, hold the white paper below the glass. Watch as a little rainbow appears on the paper. This happens because the water acts like a prism, bending the light and separating it into its different colors. Pretty cool, right?
Section 4. The mystery of shadows. Shadows have fascinated humans for centuries, appearing in myths, stories, and even scientific studies. Shadows are like magic tricks. They can transform simple objects into captivating shapes and figures, sparking our imagination. They appear when something blocks light. This simple phenomenon can create complex and intriguing patterns. Try this. On a sunny day, stand outside and look at your shadow. Notice how it mimics your every move, almost like a silent dance partner. Your body is blocking the sunlight, creating a shadow on the ground. This shadow is a perfect outline of your form. The size of your shadow changes depending on the position of the sun. As the sun travels across the sky, your shadow stretches and shrinks. When the sun is high in the sky, your shadow is short. This happens because the sunlight is coming from directly above. When the sun is low, your shadow gets longer. This is because the light is coming in at an angle, stretching your shadow out. You can also make shadows change size with a flashlight. This is a fun way to experiment with light and shadow indoors. Move the flashlight closer to an object to make the shadow bigger. This happens because the light source is more concentrated. Move it further away and the shadow gets smaller. The light spreads out more, making the shadow less defined. Shadows are a simple yet powerful way to explore the interaction between light and objects.
Section 5. Nature's Light Show. Light creates some of the most beautiful sights in nature. Think about a bright orange sunset. That happens because as the sun sets, the light has to travel through more of the Earth's atmosphere. The atmosphere scatters the blue light away, leaving the orange and red colors behind. Rainbows are another example of nature's light show. They appear when sunlight is refracted or bent by water droplets in the air. This separates the white sunlight into all the colors of the rainbow. Light is pretty amazing, wouldn't you agree?
Section 6. Create your own shadow theater. This is a fun and creative activity that you can do with your family or friends. It's a great way to spend an evening together, making memories and having fun. Now it's your turn to experiment with light. Discover how different objects can create unique and interesting shadows. You can use everyday items from around your house to see what kind of shapes and figures you can make. Let's make a shadow theater. It's simple and easy to set up, and you don't need many materials. Just follow these steps and you'll be ready to put on your own shadow play in no time. You will need a dark room, which will help make the shadows more visible and dramatic. A white sheet or wall, which will act as your screen for the shadows to be cast upon. Make sure it's smooth and free of wrinkles for the best effect. And a flashlight or lamp, which will be your light source. You can experiment with different types of lights to see how they affect the shadows, and objects to make shadows like your hands, toys, or cutouts. You can get creative and make your own cutouts from cardboard or paper.
Instructions. Hang the sheet in the doorway or against a wall. Make sure it's secure and won't fall down during your shadow play. Turn off the lights in the room. This will help make the shadows more visible and create a more dramatic effect. Stand behind the sheet and shine your flashlight at it. Adjust the distance and angle of the light to see how it changes the shadows. Use your hands or other objects to create shadow puppets on the sheet. You can make animals, people, or any other shapes you can think of. Get creative and see what kind of stories you can tell with your shadow theater. You can even put on a show for your family and friends. Have fun and enjoy the magic of shadow play.